before the month. It would be before the monthly meeting, and probably in the back of the room, and we'd have set up something that you could show people, something related to skill building. So, all right. So this one, go to the next one. So this one, I just want to briefly, this is a typical subject that we could do. It's about marking knives. And so why would you use a marking knife versus a pencil or something else? So let's go to the next one. So I just grabbed this definition off of the internet. It's just a basic definition of a marking knife. All right, go to the next one. And so the next couple slides will be just why would you use a marking knife rather than a pencil? And so this is a marking knife that I have at home, and it's flat-sided on one side, and it's very sharp. I just sharpened it again. It's got a very fine point. And so back up with the slides. Yeah, okay. So one of the most important things, if you want to do really fine woodworking and you want to have joints that fit very tightly, you want to have a really defined line, and that's a marking knife will give you that. A pencil won't give you a final. Go to the next one. And so you can buy them either with no handles, a flat-sided, or you can buy one like this. I got this from Tay Tools, and it's pretty inexpensive, and it's easy to sharpen, and it really, really makes great lines. Okay, go to the next one. Oops. That was the last one? Okay. There should be more. Anyway, okay, so the other way, so the next couple of slides here are just showing you that you can do the scribe a line on there, and then you can also use a chisel to chisel down to the line. It's just like carving when you do a base set, and then you carve down, you cut into that line. It forms a wall. There's a person on the internet called Paul Sellers who calls that this knife wall, and it's for a reference of sawing and chiseling. And so anyway, well, that's all right. We don't have to do that anyway. So this is a typical thing. I just wanted to show you a couple slides, what it would be. And I would go through a process, or whoever is demonstrating this would go through the process of when do you use the pencil? When do you use a marking knife? Mostly it's for joinery. Last year or the year before, I built a table that had 32 double tenons, and you can get to the outside edges of the tenons, but the center area, you can't really get to that very easily with a table saw. So you would scribe a line. Okay, here we go. All right, so go to the next one. So, and the other thing I use this for, when you do a scribed line and you want to cut a very precise line, if you have an alternate tip bevel blade where it's angled, you can fit that tip of that blade right into that line. So you're going to cut an exact line, very, very accurate line on a cross cut. Go to the next one. So there it is, cutting the line. So you just run the blade up and the tooth would go right in there. So, okay, next one. And so the biggest thing about that, it severs the fibers. And so it'll give you a very, very accurate line on there instead of a pencil. A pencil is pretty wide. Even a mechanical pencil would be 5 millimeters. This thing is a fraction of 1 millimeter. So go to the next one. And so this is just a layout of using the knife and nicking the corner. So you can take your measurements all the way around the piece of wood by just putting a slight nick in the corner. And when you want to go to the next side, you put the knife in that little nick, and then you bring the wood up to it, and then you can keep going all the way around the wood, and it's very, very accurate. Because with a pencil line, your pencil line is 5 millimeters wide. You can get off each one of them. You can just multiply your error all the way. By the time you get around, the pencil line is off. So anyway, next one. And this is where this is basically when you put scribe the line, and you can use a chisel to chisel out a wedge-shaped piece of wood, and then you can use that as as a reference for sawing or doing other joinery work. So keep going. And so this is just a photo here in a diagram of the pencil. So it has to be very sharp or else you're just bruising the wood and you're not doing anything. So you have to make sure that it's sharp. And the pencil on the diagram on the right, which is in the glare, it just shows you where you want to be in the BHB area right in there to get it to, so it's soft enough so it'll make a mark, but not hard enough that it'll bruise the wood. So you want to be right in that area. And there's the international is the B and the HB, and the one on the right is the number 1 or number 2. So go to the next one. I think that's it. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do in these little sessions. I just thought I'd bring something up. And so you can suggest things if there's some area that you want more information on. But so I just wanted to show this because you can wave your arms around a lot, but if you don't actually show people what you're going to do, then they may not know what it really is. Anyway, okay, so that's it for me.